Hello guys and welcome here to the Hitachi Truck Series race number 23 here today from Watkins Glen International Raceway. Today we present to you the United Rentals 176 at the Glen. I'm Brian here in the booth with you. Starting from the pole today will be Eric Faden in the number 3, and to his outside will be the number 6 of Zachary O'Reilly, who I believe is still one of the playoff contenders. Of course, entering here today, it's the second to last race in the round of 8. We didn't have a winner at Talladega a few weeks ago that was in the playoffs, so still 8 spots up for grabs on points, unless, say, someone like Zachary O'Reilly, Jackie Smith, hell, even Quentin Moore, I believe, wins today, and that could eliminate one of the spots up for grabs by points. We'll have to see what happens. Of course, it is also our final road course race weekend of the season. Of course, this series will be running the 2.4 mile road course that we are accustomed to, as will the Lift National Series. And then tomorrow, the Jello Cup Series will take on the 3+ mile road course here at Watkins Glen that is accustomed to sports car and also played host to IndyCar racing. So, of course, same venue, different configurations, and a bunch of these guys going to be running triple duty. They'll have to mind that as we get started here, especially because some of these guys in this race and the race later today are playoff contenders in the Gel Cup Series. So something they're going to want to keep in mind as we get going here from Watkins Glen International Raceway. Let's roll the intro. When we come back, the green flag in just a moment. Your VCN presentation starts right now. Here we go, getting ready to go racing here at Watkins Glen for the final road course of the season. Of course, mind you, I was just here not even 2 months, or not even 3 months ago, for this race, as well as the Xfinity Cup races, so a little familiarity here. As Eric Faden, Zachary O'Reilly, they'll lead us to the restart zone. The green flag waves were underway at Watkins Glen. Turn 1 might be a problem spot. See, do they make it cleanly? It appears that we do. As now we'll go up through the S's. And here's the part of the track where they can make probably 160. See, 158 for Eric Faden. This is one of the more high-speed road courses that the Truck Series runs, and really the entire series runs. as Eric Faden will lead the opening lap. After today, only 2 races remain. Martinsville and then Ricky Raceway. That is without a doubt something these guys are keeping in mind. Here's the 17, Steve Johnson. He wants the lead. He's going to pull to the left or to the right side. Can't make it happen. You see them running off course back there. I think that was the 30 of Willa Ruby Crouch. You see the rest of them make it clean. Here we go. Battle for the lead again. Steve Johnson. Eric Faden. Here we go. Out of 7. Eric Faden going to hang on to the lead for now. And Faden will clear for the lead. Zachary O'Reilly looking for second. And you see they're able to hit 160 there out of the S's and up that long straight right there going to the bus stop. And watch these Lift National guys later. These Lift National and Jello Cup cars, they might hit 170, 180 coming out of that corner or out of those S's going to the bus stop. Something to keep in mind. And here's the thing, the 17's going to pull to the inside here, try to make the move. And that's where you really got to do it. And he's going to be able to clear. So Zachary O'Reilly's going to go to second, but Steve Johnson will take the race lead here at Watkins Glen, and that's really how it's done. Turn 1 might be the biggest passing area on the track. Because again, if you can outbrake somebody going into 1 and take it from them, it's huge. And you saw right there, Zachary O'Reilly was also able to take advantage of it, and now he's going to look for the race lead. Because other than that, I mean, pit road is going to be the only other place where these guys are going to be able to make passes. And here we go. Out of 7, who's going to lead this lap? It looks like Zachary O'Reilly with the help from the 3 of Eric Faden. But Steve Johnson going to retain the lead for now. Jackie Smith up to 3rd. A 4-time winner this season in Jackie Smith. And again, a win solidifies her in the championship 4. Same with the number 6. And there's no doubt that's weighing on their minds right now. Of course, not locked in on points necessarily, but a good points day, if they can come out second, would even be able to help them quite a bit. But I'm sure they're not thinking that. They are thinking, we gotta win, and we gotta win here. The battle for the lead not done just yet. You see the 6 putting up a fight. Not gonna work. Steve Johnson now the race leader, with 10 laps of racing to go here at the Glen. Again, keep in mind, Lift National Series races almost right after this. Give it a few hours, of course. And then the Gel Cup Series races on a different configuration here. And that, of course, will be Sunday. Oh, here we go, through the bus stop. Battle for the lead. And O'Reilly had to be real careful off those rumble strips there. Through the carousel now. He's got to run. And he had to be real careful there. He didn't want to make a mistake. Here we go. Down the straightaway here. O'Reilly's going to lead the lap once again. Can the 17 outbreak into turn 1? He got in deeper, but the 6 gets a better exit, and Zachary O'Reilly to the race lead. Again, I'm pretty sure Zachary O'Reilly is still in the playoffs, and if that's the case, a win today puts him in the championship 4. Big implications here. We know for a fact Jackie Smith is in the playoff hunt, which is why we got to keep an eye on that 00. Again, after today, only 2 races remain, and we mentioned, of course, if you watched our announcement earlier this week, IndyCar is coming. Of course, we mentioned IndyCar coming up real soon. I believe the reserved ride signups are currently open up until tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, signups are next Wednesday, or signups are on Wednesday. And that, of course, will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. But, of course, also part of that announcement that was earlier this week, there's an uncertain future surrounding this series. Of course, keep in mind, these are a lot of the same trucks that ran this past, or in Season 1. So, some of these guys running similar paint schemes to what was run in Season 1. I already said Season 3 might not be my decision to make. Of course, keep in mind, I'm hoping to get some new paint schemes, and unfortunately, if these, and some new teams in here, and unfortunately, if there aren't any painters for that, it's going to hurt our series. So, again, I'm not asking anyone to paint, I'm just saying if no one's going to paint new car sets for these series, of course, the bigger painters, then it might impact our series. Or if a new mod isn't made, then we might pull the plug on our series here. So something these guys want to keep in mind. I mean, time is also of the essence, so that's not ruling out that time could play factor into why we don't have a new season. Of course, while all that was going on, Pretty Shaw now the race leader. Of course, cycle of pit stops. Sorry, I just wanted to be sure to explain that, so that way we're all on the same page. I know many of you probably didn't watch the announcement, so that is why I'm bringing it up. It'll be brought up at the next 2 races this weekend as well, for those who aren't a part of this series that might want to know what's going on with the other series. Worst case, these series get put on hiatus as we see another cycle of stops coming here. The second wave coming in now. Justin Jason. Tim Randolph, another playoff driver. Mohammed Zain Abdullah, Karen James, one of the eliminated playoff drivers. We got 6 laps to go. This should be their only stop of the race. As Zachary O'Reilly, will he cycle out to the lead? It looks like he will. Pretty Shaw's going to want to get up to speed quick, and not to mention cold tires. She is going to have some work to do here in the number 19. We'll see how the cold tires impact. Steve Johnson, you saw there, got by the 19, but the damage is done on pit road. Zachary O'Reilly is now the race leader. Steve Johnson up to second. Pretty Shaw in third. Then, of course, Quentin Moore in fourth with 5 laps to go. Good day for Quentin Moore if he's still alive in this playoffs. That's going to be huge for them. 5th right now is Keith Stevens. 6th is Willa Ruby Crouch. 7th is Eric Faden. 8th is Nick Blair. Jackie Smith fell all the way to 9th after that cycle of stops. A tough break for the 00. 10th is Dylan Jacobson, the 7. Of course, Henry Sanford up to 11th over Daniel Gittero. 13th is Ranvit Kaur. 14th is Scott Upton. 15th, Michael Collins. Battle for 16th now between Logan Morales and Tim Randolph. Then in 18th, you got Alexander Rowe, one of the other playoff drivers, struggling today. 19th, Dick Clark. 20th right now, Dexter Black. That's kind of your top 20 right now after that cycle of stops. We've been caution-free. Of course, 4 laps to go here. Anything could happen. As you saw, the 6 overshoot the bus stop a little bit. This track used to be a lot of sand and a lot of grass. Of course, Watkins Glen reconfigured a little bit. I believe 2012, 2013, they kind of started tearing up that grassy area. You see a lot of pavement now. There's still a little sand runoff there out of 6. But of course, now it's mostly pavement. So these guys can overshoot just a little bit. It won't hurt them terribly. So not too bad. And of course, this track also voted one of the best in all of one of the best in NASCAR. Of course, being biased, I think it's one of the best venues I've been to. Of course, I was at Yeah, of course, I was at Pocono, I was at Mid-Ohio before. Of the 3 racing venues I've been to that hold bigger series sanctioned events, this one certainly one of the better ones I've been to. Of course, Pocono is pretty hard to beat as well. Two laps of racing to go at Watkins Glen. Zachary O'Reilly. He could be about 5 miles away right now from his Championship 4 appearance if he's still alive in the playoffs. Again, I failed to check before today's race, so I apologize for that. Of course, this series did have an off week last week. Of course, no more off weeks for any of these series, and no more midweeks. Of course, we had Texas midweek for the Lift National and the Jowl Cup series. No more midweeks this season. White flag is out. 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. The only reason we had a midweek, by the way, for the Lift National Jowl Cup, we wanted to finish the series before Thanksgiving, so that is kind of why we had no choice. And I figured, of all the tracks, let's just put Texas midweek. Anyway, Zachary O'Reilly, you've seen that lead shrink. It's now down to 1.2. Pretty Shaw is there. I just don't think that Pretty Shaw has the time. Even if she catches the 6, I just don't think she has the time to try to race for the win there. And of course, keep in mind, you don't want to use the bumper and push a playoff driver out of the way. But what will Pretty Shaw do for the win here? How much does it mean to her? That will, of course, be seen here in the final 2 corners. Through 6 into 7. Zachary O'Reilly might have just moved his way forward here. And if he is in the playoffs, then Zachary O'Reilly just clinched his way into the Championship 4 with a win at Watkins Glen. Congratulations to the 6 of Zachary O'Reilly. Of course, we'll get the official answer in just a moment when we show you your results and standings. But nonetheless, an impressive win for the 6 team. They've fought adversity all year, no sponsorship. And if they go to the Championship 4 with a blank car, sponsors better be lining up for this team. That's all I gotta say. We want to thank you for watching. We're going to show you your results and your standings now, and that way we can confirm if the 6 is in or not. Otherwise, we will see you for race number 24, the second to last race of the season at Martinsville. Till then, goodbye everyone.